Welcome to the Gold and Blue Lunch Report, doing it Tuesday style on this, the first day of winter. And it's been 27 winters since Bill Snyder took over at K-State and took the Wildcats out of college football irrelevance. The combination of Snyder being 76 years old and this year's team suffering through a 6-game losing streak made you wonder if the Wizard is finally wading into retirement. But unlike Kobe, Snyder hasn't penned any farewell poems, nor has he committed to returning in 2016. Which makes Saturday's game against West Virginia potentially Snyder's last at the stadium that bears his name and his statue. Snyder said he'll evaluate that only after the season.
Well, I've put those things off until the end of the season so that I truly can stay focused. I mean, that is very time consuming to make those kind of decisions, and for me, there's a lot of people that are involved in that, my family and certainly, my health and doctors, and obviously the players in our program and how responsive they are. So there's a number of things to really process and people to visit with, and along with the administration. So I've put those things off until the end of the season, and when I can do due diligence to it and move on from there.
Snyder also postponed a decision on whether a 5-7 K-State team would accept one of those desperation bowl invitations, created, of course, by a lack of 6-win teams in the FBS this year. Now, at least 2 5-7 teams will be needed to fill the bloated postseason schedule, and depending on how many things break this weekend, as many as 5 teams with losing records will go bowling. Snyder said he would defer to a player's vote if K-State finished 5-7. But the Wildcats can avoid that predicament by upsetting West Virginia this weekend and getting to 6-6. The Mountaineers are 6.5-point favorites after winning 4 straight games in November, but as we know, they are 0-3 against Snyder since joining the Big 12. Snyder may or may not be retiring, but WVU definitely is retiring the turf at Mountaineer Field, and nobody is teary-eyed over that. It looked really brown during Saturday's win over Iowa State. The flying WV not nearly as vibrant as the Big 12 logo. No amount of steam cleaning can fix that. The surface just wrapped up its 9th season, which is about the normal shelf life. But remember, this turf endured additional wear and tear because the Mountaineers practiced there so often. That won't be the case anymore because West Virginia's practice fields have transitioned from grass to field turf. Now to hoops, where West Virginia's 6-0 start was finally enough to conjure some respect from the AP basketball voters. The Mountaineers making their first entry this season at number 20, which is the same spot they ended last season after losing to Kentucky in the Sweet 16. There are 5 Big 12 teams in this week's top 25, highlighted by Kansas, Iowa State, and Oklahoma at numbers 4, 5, and 6. Bob Huggins' team host 1-7 Kennesaw State on Saturday, and a week from today, the biggie of the non-conference schedule, a date against number 10 Virginia at Madison Square Garden. For the Gold and Blue Lunch Report, I'm Allan Taylor. Everybody enjoy your Tuesday.